Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Kuja, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but baby. It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this fun fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl, In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the badness. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready, big man tea. My people crazy, you better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati, spola pole wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem wenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabomba tukwa party tunaban hii weekend tuki ndiyo hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha madem wako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh wako fiti weekend tunaban adi che wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
Did that make it better? Better? Did that work? All right, let me check now. All right, I think I fixed it. Let's see. Did I fix it? Yes. All right. Wow. All right. Sorry about that. Everything that I was saying, don't even worry about it. It wasn't that important. But yes, all the stuff that we're doing tonight is the form shots, over the backboard shots, between the leg series, legend series, scissor shots, and 3-point shots. And then I don't think I even mentioned anything else, so it's all good. All right. I did mention the quote of the day, which you guys saw, should have seen. Impossibilities are possible. All I basically said was all these things used to be impossible, like flying and stuff like that. And if those things can be overcome, then you making the NBA can be a thing as well. Because, I mean, you making the NBA seems a whole lot more possible than flying to the moon. And we did that. So you guys can do what you want to do. All right, let's see who's been doing homework. Homework. We got ball handling. That was yesterday, though. So no one today did homework. Make sure you guys add the homework today. All right, keep pushing it. And here's the story of the day. Watch it. If you set a goal for yourself and are able to achieve it, you've won your race. Your goal can be to come in first, to improve upon a previous performance, or just to finish the race. It's up to you. Our goals in life are way different. Our goals in life are mad different. All right. Some people just want to finish the race. Some people want to finish the race first. Some people want to just start the race. Whatever your goals are, I believe that's your NBA. Okay. Whatever you want to be. I don't care if it's baseball, scientist, whatever. But that's your NBA. And sometimes you don't reach the NBA, but you can still reach your NBA. And like I said about Shaquille O'Neal, his NBA was actually higher than the actual NBA. And I don't think that he reached his NBA because he didn't reach his full potential. You can't fear where your NBA happens to be. You can't fear that you may not be good enough to make the actual NBA. All you got to do is go out there and try your hardest, no matter the results. I talked to Mason yesterday, and he got kind of a little bit sad about it because this guy wants to be good so badly, but he doesn't want to put in the work. He shows up to everything and he's tries his hardest, but then when it comes down to any extra work at all, he doesn't want to put it in. And a large part of that is if he feels like if he puts in that extra effort, it'll be a waste of his time. And it would be it's the scariest thing in the world sometimes is to try your hardest when you don't know the results. All right? And it's you're going to waste your life away. I got to tell you guys, it's not a waste of a life to try your hardest. It's just not. All right? You may feel like it is, but it's not. So I want to see you guys putting in that work. I want to see if you guys can somehow step it up. Okay? I wanted to, you know what? Let's just get to, what do I want to talk about? Let's talk about some poll questions, okay? We got some polls, and people might think something of you one day. They're not gonna think of you like that forever. And this is the great thing right here. All right, Russell Westbrook. This is 2016 poll. Who was the best point guard in their prime? If you look at it, the funny thing is, all their primes were this year. This is all their primes. All right, Steph Curry's prime was probably 2016. Russell Westbrook, 2016. Chris Paul, probably 2012. So Derrick Rose, 2009. So this is before. The overall winner is Russell Westbrook. All right, but fast forward 8 years. If you re-ask this question, Russell Westbrook, he would have the least. Derrick Rose, maybe the same. Steph Curry, overwhelmingly favorite with Chris Paul behind him. All right, so people's sentiments are just wrong sometimes. And I show this to you because you shouldn't worry about what people think about you now. You should do the right things. And a lot of times, people dog people in our programs. They're like, you guys try so hard. You guys are the tryhards. You guys blah, blah, blah. And they hate on us for playing up and losing games that maybe losing games against older people. And they're like, you guys suck. And it's no, we're doing things the right way. And when all is said and done, you will rank us higher than you do today. All right? And let's look at some other old polls here. Who will win this season? MVP, James Harden over LeBron James, over Kyrie Irving, over Giannis. Old times have changed, haven't they? What else? You need 50-point performance from these players in their prime. Who do you choose? All right, so now I'm talking about in their prime. If this question were asked today, who would we choose for 50 points? I think we would all choose Kobe. But Kevin Durant's up there. Probably not LeBron. Definitely not Melo. All right, so again, how have things changed? Last one. Should the NBA playoff format be changed to the top 16 teams in the league make it? We still haven't done that, and I don't know if people want to do that. Yeah, better defender, Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James? Oh, I think Kawhi wins that one either way. But just know, no matter what people think, they're going to change their sentiments. And at the end of the day, you shouldn't worry about what people think. Because all these little poll questions are what people think at the moment. The moment's usually wrong. All right, go by the tried and true thing. It's who works the hardest, who has the most integrity, all right, who does all the right things. Who does all the right things. So don't get caught up in the moment. Please don't get caught up in the moment. All right, next thing we got is our trivia question today. Trivia question today is... I've asked this one for 2 weeks in a row. No one's ever answered it. It should be easy enough. Name Mr. Basketball for his state with 27.8 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 3.8 assists, and leading his team to 3 straight state titles. This player committed to the top university in his state on April 4th, 2022, after which the school declared that day to be named after him. His school declared that day to be named after him. The school just said this is this guy's day from now on, like Abraham Lincoln Day, Michael Jordan Day. That's what this school did to this guy who's now in the NBA. Who is this guy? If you know the answer, put it in the comment section. You got about 9 minutes to do so. Get until the end of the show. Good luck doing that. We got Teo with 3, Kieran with 2, Melo with 2, Yusuf with 1, and everyone else with 0. So whoever knows the answer, again, this question has been going on for about 3 weeks now. It's our 3rd time asking it. No one may ever answer this question. I guess it's just the hardest question in the history of the planet. I don't know if you guys can answer it. Who knows? All right, but I'm gonna move on to some behind the scenes stuff. Boom, 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 boom. So behind the scenes, we have Jalen Brunson is doing something that I've only seen a few players do. This guy is taking less money. He's taking less money. All right, Jalen Brunson is about to take $156 million from the Knicks contract, which is a lot of money, by the way. And but if he waits the following year, he can get $270 million. This is dangerous. All right, this is dangerous, and I'll tell you why. All right, he's been rich his whole life. His dad was in the NBA. He doesn't really care about money as much as other people might. $156 million is a lot of money. You can do a lot of things with it. $270 million, I guess it's way more, but who cares at that point, right? Everyone cares. Everyone always goes for the money, and this is why the NBA works. Because it keeps players off of the same teams, because this team can add you because they have more cap space. By him taking less money, he's allowing the Knicks to get more players, to get better players. If everyone started thinking this way, or like you can convince like 12 guys to think this way, and you could put them on the same team, they would rule the NBA. And you wouldn't know what to do. If money didn't matter, if money didn't control guys, some team could just dominate. So Steph Curry took a pay cut just to get Kevin Durant there, and you saw what that did, two championships. All right, and of course he got endorsements and stuff like that, but man, greed holds people back so much. But greed also creates a lot too. So it's like we wouldn't have the NBA even if greed didn't exist. So it's kind of good, but also kind of bad. And if you can do this on your own team, where you can say, look, I don't care how much playing time I get, let's just win. I don't care how many shots I get, let's just win. Yeah, you're gonna win a lot, because people do not think like that. People are incapable of thinking like that. So good job for Jalen Brunson, but if this trend grows, man, it could be devastating for the league. It's such a weird connection. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to our health-wise, I got Porzingis, I believe, somewhere. Where's Porzingis? Right there. Porzingis injury updates. All right. This guy, he's in the next round. We got the Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers. And then we also have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus... Who are they going against? Timberwolves versus... Oh, yeah, the Mavs. I believe the Celtics are the forerunners, but I hope that they lose because I want my Lakers to have the most championships. But this guy is the biggest question mark of them all. He changed the way that this team looks, gave them a chance to win a title. And he's been averaging 20 points a game all season long. And we know he's like 7'3", so he's enormously huge on the defensive end as well. Will he be okay? And the answer for this next game is he's out. So he's out for game 1. Can they beat the Pacers without him? I believe so. Can they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves? I don't believe so. Can they beat the Mavs without him? Maybe. So he's enormously huge for the next round. I don't think he's as big for this round, but we're going to see what happens. You got to take care of yourself out there. He's so tall that he's naturally, I wouldn't say uncoordinated, but he's naturally more apt to get injured. So if you're more apt to get injured and you're that kind of person, make sure that you're out there preparing day by day to not get injured. All right, that's what you got to do. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys heard it before, but here's all stuff that we're doing today, and for the team stuff, for what is it? 1-on-1 wing and 1-on-1 rebound. This is just being just a tough drill where we have 1-on-1 at the top of the key, but then we have 1-on-1 on both blocks where they crash into each other and they go for the rebound. Whoever gets it goes up strong. All right, we did a sort of drill like this in college, and it's a scary drill because you're not used to that contact. I want you guys to get used to the contact. That's why we do this drill. As for 16 plus seconds, up by 4 plus points. All right, if you have the lead, make sure that you're not taking stupid shots. I've seen so many young teams lose because of this. Make sure that you take care of the ball. Make sure that you get the ball in the best free throw shooter's hands. Make sure you don't get 5-second calls or jump balls, especially if you don't have the ball for the next possession. But you take care of it. You don't want to rush. And then as for the last one, this is the zone one. So many teams play zone because teams don't know how to beat a zone. I will show you easily how to beat a zone, and I'll show you in less than a minute, okay? Less than a minute, how to beat a zone. Watch. Okay, so here's where you are, and here's a zone. We're gonna put the red team on defense, okay? They got the 1 right there, 3 right there, 2 right there, 5 in the middle, and 4 right there, okay? This is a 2-guard front. If they have a 2-guard front, you want to have an odd guard front. Whatever you do, make sure that you have an odd guard front, which means 1 person in the front and 2 wings like this. And then these 2 players can be on the inside. All right. And you do that so that these guys have to match up with you. So I'm like in here, I'm sneaking. He has to come over. So who has this guy, right? And another thing that can happen is if they go a 1-guard front. They go a 1-guard front. Now they're like this, kind of like more matched up. Now you want an even guard front. Now you want a 2-guard front. You can have this guy running the baseline, like whatever, but basically make him match up with you. And again, once they match up with you, they're done. Because if this guy chooses to guard you, which someone has to guard you, right? Say he chooses to guard you to stop you from going in there. Well, who has this guy? Okay, well I guess he has this guy, right? Because this guy has him right there, right? And then that means that this guy's not guarding anybody, and that means that this guy's open. Okay, well this guy can come over here or over there. Is this guy gonna cross the way and push off? No, he's not. So you can instantly beat any kind of zone defense by just stacking one side versus the other. And it's if they have a 1-guard front, you go with a 2. Odd guard front, you go with the even guard front. Even guard front, you go with an odd guard front. And it virtually ends it. All right, all you have to do is just run a baseline guide and make it uneven. Get the ball to the middle of the court, all right, and you can beat any kind of zone. That's why zones basically suck, but they work against bad teams, which I've been a victim on a bad team before, so that happens. Anyways, we're going to Carmody tonight. Make sure you guys show up. Make sure you guys show out. Hopefully I'm not there alone, but even if I'm there, I'll let you know how it goes. Don't forget that the quote of the day is impossibilities are possible. Sorry if you missed the beginning of the show where I was just talking to myself and it had no sound. I don't say much. Don't worry about it. Just get out there and work. Make sure you guys are working your butts off, okay? So we can do something. No one answered that trivia question either, so we'll ask it again next week. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace out. Loud as you possibly can.